I'm here with a 250 stihl chainsaw. Reason for it coming in here is was not oiling at all. I'm just going to show you a few tips and tricks here to what to look for in these saws when they stop oiling. Common cause is when boys are filling it up in here, they get sawdust and wood chips inside. There is a filter in here that sometimes you do got to check, but I'll show you how to access that as well in this video. So the first thing you're going to do is take your bar and chain off. You're going to take that cover off first, the 2 bolts here. You want to check here because this is where your bar actually oils. Make sure this is not dirty, but right here is where your oil comes out. So the biggest culprit that I see when these come in here not oiling is this. This is usually plugged up. If you can blow through there and you get nothing, then you usually do see wood chips in there too. So I'm just going to show you how to access that. So you're going to take this off, bolt here, here, 2 here, that'll come off. Then it's going to give you access down here. Then you're going to want to pull this screw out and it'll give you this. Check that. Like I said, 80% of the time it's that. If not, then you're going to have to get up inside here and start looking around in here. I like taking this apart every time I have a little issue with it not starting or not oiling. These chainsaws get used every day, so there's a lot of wear and tear on them. So there's a snap ring here you want to take out. Watch you don't lose that because it does shoot out when you take it off. Then you get a little retainer ring here, and then you have your drive cover. So when you get that off, it's gonna look like this. This is opposite thread, so I'm gonna pull this off. So you're gonna have access to this. You want to make sure this is a parts one. It's kind of clean, but you want to make sure they're super clean. So right here is where your pump is usually located, which looks like this. So you have your worm gear that turns here, turns this, and that's what produces your oil to your chainsaw. I only ever had to replace one of these, but you got to make sure you watch the way you take it apart because there are only a certain way they will go in. They are marked on the chainsaws. I don't know if you can see it. There's a mark there where this groove will go. The other biggest culprit is these worm gears. So this worm gear in this one was shot. You can see the top of it's worn down. So when you put your clutch back together, your worm gear is actually supposed to go on here and turn, and then it will turn that pump. And if these are worn, it will not produce oil either. The next thing is right here is your filter in your tank. You can just push that down through and pull it out through the bottom of your tank here. Check that, make sure that there's no tears or pinholes or anything in that too, because that will stop you from getting oil as well. But they're usually the 2 biggest culprits I see of a chainsaw not oiling. The reason I got this one apart, you can actually see the clutch actually ripped into the body right there, and that's where the oiler goes. As you can, I'll see if I can push it up through there. So it was actually coming out around the clutch. So this is just a parts one for now. But yeah, that's the 2 things I check for first before you start pulling all that pump apart. And yeah.